We are so very grateful for everyone taking the time out of their day to give us a quick listen, along with a show of support. You can find our full talks on Spotify, YouTube, and any of our quick clips and community chats on Facebook, Instagram, and we're even on TikTok. But you know what the real thing is? You should probably go and do your dishes. The sun is shining so bright outside. I'm Medina.
Oh my god.
That's Melissa. And this is the black and the white of it. We're finally outside and it's exciting. And today we're going to talk about the complete opposite thing to what this wonderful weather looks like because we're in a mood.
Despite what you just said. I was like, I thought you were in a mood. Not freaking Sound of Music over
Oh
here.
my goodness. We're going to talk about complaining and like the function of it and why we do it and what does this serve us and why. Like why?
I think why we do it is to just get it off our chest. Maybe make us feel a little bit better.
Okay, that's cute. But like once it's outside of you, why are we not assessing and then accounting for and then doing something about it?
I think that's where the issues lie.
Yeah, okay.
Because complain about it. Yeah, get it out, like whatever.
You got 5 minutes with me, man.
Yeah.
5 minutes. I'll listen to you. I might even like I won't cry with you, but like, you know, I'll be there. I'll sympathize with you. And then after that, like I want to move into the next phase of either we got to go get a bitch, we got to fix a bitch, or let's do something about this bitch. Like, do you know what I mean? Like let's go. Let's continue on now.
Next time I complain to you, I'm gonna be like, which one is it? Or if you complain to me, which doesn't happen very often, but I'm gonna be like, so what is it? Who we getting? What we getting? Or what we doing to this bitch?
Right? Let's do this. That's kind of like how I like mentally. That's how I want to deal with stuff. Do I actually do that though? Because I could talk about it all day, but like when I complain to you, is that actually like my mode?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think you ever go out to get something,
Get
someone.
No, I
but
don't.
no, you have a solution, and like one easy example that's like not a big deal, because I also think there's different levels of complaints,
of course.
But like you will be doing a cake and there's just something that's just not working, and you put it out there, you say something about it, and then I'll be like, well, what if you try this? And you're like, I already did it. It's like, but I'm gonna do this, and then I don't hear from you for like 20 minutes, and you're like, look, I did it. So like, yeah, you complained about it, but you're very fast paced in finding a solution.
Goodness.
Which I think I'm opposite of that. Like I'm
black, white. Duh.
Yeah, like I'm very delayed in my like processing of things. That sounds so bad, but it's true. Like
She's my special friend.
I have a delayed reaction.
Oh, I'm gonna get flack for that. Oh no.
Why? I'm special in your life.
Thank you.
Your special friend.
See, this is what friends do. They save each other. You see that? If your friend's not out there saving you like this, get rid of them. Get rid of them. She just saved my ass. Anyways.
I guess sometimes there's drop a bitch too.
Oh my god, yes. Oh, see, I got her in a good mood, guys. I'm telling you, before this, she was out for blood. So you're welcome. So let's get back to the topic of complaining and like why we do it. And like, I don't mind that people complain, and there's lots that are like kind of the norm, and we can find these vacuums of people that we complain to, and it's great, it's wonderful. But like, are they helping you to move past it, or are they just letting you sit and wallow and then taking a seat with you? I don't want you to come and sit with me and be miserable.
Yeah, no, don't sit at the table.
You're supposed to be pulling me out.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I'm coming to you. And if, like...
Pull the chair gently. Then if they don't get it, then give a little bit more force.
She's so nice. Do I pull the...
What are you going to do? Slam their head on the table right away?
Listen!
Damn, man.
I feel like there is a place for complaining, but there's also, like, it has an execution. It's to get it outside of you, like you said. It's to get it out, and then it's here. All right, now let's look at it. What can we do with it? And can we use it to our advantage to smuggle a bitch?
It's all coming down to the bitch. I feel sorry for this bitch at this point.
It's the situation. The bitch is the situation.
But do you think that everybody wants a solution to their complaining?
I think that people, when they don't want a solution, they already know the solution. They already know what they are going to do. So,
or they just don't want to do the work to get to the solution.
So then why are you coming to me for? You're wasting my time. Like, time is precious, honey. And I create my own problems. I'm thinking about the 3 that I already caused that I need to figure out myself. Like,
before my husband gets home.
Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? So I feel like we all kind of know the answer to our issues, and either we're looking to validate them or we're looking to actually problem solve with them.
Yeah. When I come and I complain to you, or like I have one other really good friend who I can complain to, and it's like,
who?
We're not going to name names. Hi, Adam.
Hi, Adam. You know this only works because you're you and I'm me, right?
Oh, but yeah, like I can go to you two or Troy too, and like, because a lot of times in my head I'll be like, I've already validated myself, I'm already right, and everybody else in the situation is wrong, and go me. But then it's like I say it out loud, and it's like, oh, okay, maybe it's not. And like you are very direct, where you're like, bitch, please. Adam's a little more soft, and Troy is more direct too. So it's, but then it's like I don't realize those things until I say it out loud. So until I come to you and complain about it, and then it's like the solution that I might have had then shifts, because it's like, okay, well, maybe I wasn't right and I need to step down a little bit. And
so a little bit of truth for that one. The only reason why, like, you say I don't complain much, and it's because I don't want you guys to tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think people do. A lot of people do that.
I don't want, like, I have my hill and I'm gonna die on it. Do you know what I mean? It takes a so I stay quiet, and I would appreciate it if more humans did that.
So the things, okay, the things that you stay quiet about to like me or your people, do you bring those things up in therapy?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Any of these wise things that I say to people or I share with people comes from my therapist.
Yeah.
A lot of it does.
And I think a lot of people, well, because you just have wise words all the time. So,
and they're not mine, and I won't give you her name because I don't need her phone ringing off the hook. I need to freely be able to make my appointments, as I do. So go find your own. But
highly recommend.
Yeah, highly recommend. I'll give her up when I'm ready. No. So like I just feel like you also have to be careful with who you're complaining to.
Yeah.
Because there's people that are complaining to listen to your vulnerability and how to capitalize on it.
Yes.
There are people that are listening to actually pull you out of that space. And there are people that are just miserable them damn selves, and they literally take joy in knowing that you're like they're waiting for you to have something to complain about.
Yeah, and it brings them joy.
Yeah, why did I just do this like I had fucking long hair? It's because I just watched you do it, and I was like,
I didn't even know
what was that? And I was like, what am I doing? Anyway, sorry. I just got us off track. Yeah, we were good there.
Yeah, but complaining, and like who to complain to. Yeah, because when you're in that state, like you're vulnerable. So yeah, if you're going to the wrong person, because I feel like when you're in that state too of like just
desperation.
Yeah.
Is that why people are like why people generally go out there and like complain to the masses? It's not even like they have their few that they hone in on. Like they're telling anybody and everybody.
Yeah, why do people do that too?
Do you think that's a place of desperation? Now that I'm thinking about it, it might be.
I feel like it has to be.
Because what good will it serve you?
Or if somebody's telling you something that you don't want to hear, are you just going and telling the next person until you hear what you want? But like, hello, if everybody's telling you the same damn thing, don't you think there's a common denominator here? Maybe you're wrong.
Interesting. I never thought of that. Because yeah, I'm too paranoid. I only have a few people that I'll ever go to.
Yeah, because you have to trust them. I also think there's a level of respect. Like I can come to you and complain about something because I respect what you're going to have to tell me. If I don't respect you, I don't give two shits what you're going to tell me. So I'm just saying it to say it.
Fair enough.
Get it off my chest.
Now, what about if someone comes to you that you don't perceive yourself as close to them and they're complaining to you? How does that change your answer and how you show up for that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right off the bat, I'm not going to be as invested because,
Mm-hmm.
like, you are my acquaintance and you're not, like, my... Like, I will take on your problems. I will take on Adam's problems, and I will take on Troy's problems. But I'm not taking on Susie's problems. Susie can come to me and tell me her problems, and in the moment, sure, I'll probably... I think those kind of people, I tell them what they want to hear, which that might not be very
That's such a
nice.
disservice.
Yeah, but I think it's just like I'm not gonna export my energy into this situation.
Oh.
I think because probably when I leave the space, I'm leaving
You.
this situation
Okay.
too. Yeah, Susie's gonna stay right where Susie stays. Because once you open up to those people, then you're giving them your energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like that shit becomes draining really fast. Like, I don't want to walk away from Susie and I'm drained because you just... And then you tell them, they give you one problem, and then it's 20 problems later. Then you go home and you're tired and you still have your family to take care of. That might sound real bad, but
I don't think
sorry,
it sounds
Susie.
bad. I think that's a form of protecting yourself. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it all comes... You have to protect yourself in those type of instances. That's very interesting.
And I think there's some people who can just like, okay, like, you're there and you're there. But when I give with all my giving. So I think it's hard. But I'm also like a personality where, like, I want everybody to be happy and I want everybody to feel good. That's probably why I just tell them what they want to hear.
People pleasing?
Yeah, in a sense.
Why?
Because it's going to make you feel happy.
Oh, and that's your way of giving them the happiness.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you? When somebody who's not super close to you comes to you with their problems. I feel like a lot of people come to you with their problems.
I think I just realized why.
You're welcome.
I meet everybody with the same type of
Be careful with what you're gonna say right now. You're gonna offend me.
Probably. And I don't mean to.
And she
because
give two shits.
I don't. But I'm, again, nothing's ever said out of malice or just to like attack you,
Yeah,
right?
no.
But you're pulling the black side of this, and it's very weird because I'm the white side of it. Whereas I've had people that I don't know come to me and spoken to me, and I will put that much energy, like if you were as if you were talking to me, and I'll give them the same assessment. And the only difference between me and you is I can cut that off.
Okay.
Like after I've it's like when you come to me with a problem, you never come to me twice.
Yeah.
The second time it's gonna be like bare bones of what I said the first time.
Yeah.
So I do give people that space. And that's for me, like, it's a respect of you as a human and honorable. And if you're that desperate to be coming to someone that isn't really close to you, like, I feel like you're really asking.
Yeah.
Like, you're really asking me, because that's a very vulnerable thing to be doing.
You're also very quick.
I'm very surprised that you're not the same.
But
I'm literally surprised by your answer.
But I am like a delayed processor. So for me, when you come to me with your problem, I can't think of a solution like right away.
It has nothing to do with about the solution, though. Like, I know I said that when you come, you have 5 minutes and then let's work on the solution. But like, I hear what you're saying, and then I'm very mindful of what angle you're talking to me from.
Yeah.
Like whether you're angry, you're hurt, or whatever else.
Right.
But then I'm gonna give you, okay, but did you notice this? Okay, but what about this? Okay, but what about this? Okay, now let's like, full circle it.
Yeah, so you get just right invested.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not me.
I'm nosy, man.
Yeah.
I want to know, like,
well, I feel like I'm nosy too, but
in a different way.
Not when it comes to people's problems.
Yeah.
I want to know what Henry over there is saying. But I don't care to know the depths of your solution, your problem.
Really?
Yeah. And I think maybe because I don't know Henry, but I know you. Like, I know Susie on a
superficial level.
Yeah.
See, I'm so curious about people. Like, I need to know.
Like, I think too, this might sound terrible, but it's like, it's going to sound bad because it's like I'm talking about you, Adam and Troy. Mm-hmm. But it's like,
I'm still going to sleep at night. Say it.
I know you're going to sleep at night. Because I don't want the other people who are in my life to feel like some kind of way about it. I'm talking more of like people who are like...
We're on a podcast. We're going to ruffle so many like, I'm over that. We're gonna piss people off. They're gonna be. I've already gotten messages where people are like, "Oh, well, what do you think about me? And how are you assessing me?" Listen, like you kind of have to get over that.
I think that I'm just like I just don't have it in me to invest that into you.
And why is that wrong?
Well, it's not wrong.
Why is that wrong to say
But it
that
just
I'm
makes
gonna?
you like,
I pick me. I'm gonna self-preserve me.
Yeah.
So that I can hand out what I want to hand out to other people.
Yeah, I have to. My brain storage is
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's not enough these days.
There's nothing wrong with that. But I also come from the angle of like, I'm nosy and I want to know like what Henry's thinking. Why did Henry do that? Like,
you also think much differently. Like, somebody's gonna come to you with a complaint and it's gonna go like, you're gonna go through 5 different scenarios in your head before you say anything. Like,
yeah.
who, what, where, when, why.
I got questions.
Whereas I'm just kind of like, all right, cool. Sorry that's happening to you. Do you feel better now that you got it out?
But
no?
You're okay.
Go tell Adina.
No, don't. It's not an invitation.
So you don't want people to complain to you.
No, but
when they do,
it's a complete like I honor it. I don't ever repeat it. It's just.
That's very good of you.
Thanks.
You're a good human.
I don't know. So that silence. Yeah. I don't think I'm a bad person. I don't think I'm a bad human. I think that there is much work to be done on this human. But I think that there's something to be honorable in people coming to you with their complaints. But how you show up for that person is very important, because you can either do them a disservice. Actually, I'm saying all of this. And remember that thing I sent you the other day where it's just like, don't give advice?
Yeah.
Because if they follow through and it doesn't work out,
So this was this Adina. Going forward, you might get a different Adina.
What do you mean?
Because now you don't want to give out your advice, because then if they follow it and it doesn't work
I'm going to be very more, yes. I
mindful.
I'm going to be very mindful on the advice that I give to people, because it said like, if it turns out for the worst, like I know that I'm going to feel a little guilty about it, because you're part ownership to that it was your solution that led them there. But then if they do great, it also said like, are you trying to own that too?
Right.
Like they only got that big because of me. I cannot. Oh, there's a bunny rabbit.
I think too, though, like I say all this, but when push comes to shove, it's going to be like, you're going to tell me about this complaint and whatever, we'll have a conversation about it. And then a month from now, or the next time I see you, I'm going to ask you like how that situation was. So it's like, I don't want to put any time or energy into it, but I will follow up with you the next time I see you. Yeah, I guess.
Whereas I don't want to hear about it
ever again.
Nope. I don't want to know.
I don't want to hear if it went well, if it didn't go well, if you solved it.
I don't want to know, because I feel like after like I've given you that part, you're dismissed.
Be gone.
You're dismissed. Like the next time I see you, don't bring it up again.
So what if you see people who are like complaining to you about something, and then the next time you see them, or you see them a month later, and they're doing something that completely contradicts that complaint that they just had? Like complete opposite of what you think they should be doing.
Is it solving it or not solving it?
Well,
like if they're compounding, they're compounding the issue. I hope they would be smart enough to know not to come to me with the next one. Like generally, when I speak to anybody, like about issues or whatever else, I close. It's a very closed-ended conversation.
Okay. It's like, you complained to me about this, but then you did this, which just made it worse. Hey, so the next time,
that's on you. Just don't even. I think the conversation that we would have had initially would have you know enough to be smart enough not come back to me.
Okay.
Because we've already talked this out. We've already, and you've like, I like to talk things thoroughly and all the way through. So we would already can't come to you doing whatever realization or whatever else, and you're on your way.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to do with that now, but you cannot come to me with the same issue. Why?
Yeah.
Because now you're looking for a pity party.
Yeah.
I don't do pity parties. I do New Year's parties, but I don't do pity parties.
I do any other kind of party.
Any other cake
just
party.
Not pity.
Just not pity parties, man. I can't do it. It doesn't serve any purpose aside from like.
So have you had people in the past who have done that? Like complained about something, made it worse, and then came and complained about it? Not the same thing, like the same general topic, but not the same situation.
You.
Oh. Okay, that wasn't the answer I was looking for. I wasn't looking for a person.
Oh shit!
I was looking
sorry.
for.
I thought you were asking for a person.
Okay, well, clearly I didn't. You left it a little open-ended for me to come back. So, would you like to expand on it?
Yeah, your kid's sleeping at night.
Oh,
see, not as deep as you thought. That's it.
Yeah.
Do I have a complaint that I keep coming back to you with?
Yeah, your husband.
Fair enough.
I'm kidding, Alex. I'm kidding.
She's not. She really isn't. She ain't. Let's talk about it.
I am. I'm joking. What was I gonna say? Yeah, that's a phase complaint. Like that's like a you're gonna be tired for the first however many years of your kid's life. But what about the complaints that are like situational? Here's a situation of I don't have enough money right now because I went and took a really expensive vacation. Now I'm gonna complain about it because I don't have any money. But I also put myself in that situation because I didn't need to take the trip and then I would have had money.
I mean, we're all allowed to make the priorities that we want to make. But I think that once that decision has been made, like you kind of have to sit in it. Like, what am I going to solve for you?
That was the most politically correct answer. We can all make our priorities where we want them.
It's the truth, though.
But if you're not willing to sacrifice something for your trip that you so badly want to take, then don't effing come to me and tell me you don't have any money when you just went to Honolulu for 2 weeks. No, I don't want to hear it. I don't.
Money's a funny thing to talk about because it's all gonna. Money's a hard one to talk about.
Yeah.
Again, complaining is to self-assess, and that's all it should ever be. It shouldn't ever be you sitting here being
how many people do you think complain to self-assess? I don't.
Well, then why are you doing it?
Because I'm tired. Or I have no money because I want to go to Honolulu.
Okay, but what?
I'm joking.
What's the purpose of complaining? That's what we're talking about, man.
I don't know. What is the purpose of it? Sometimes it makes you feel better to get it off your chest.
Okay, but then I'm going to do something about it?
No, because then when you tell somebody and they don't give you the answer you want to hear, it just makes you feel worse. What's
the fuck? So hold up. You're telling me like you come to complain to me and I'm telling you what the solution is, how to solve the solution. You might not like it the same way that I like, and you knew, like in you knew that was the answer. I didn't make you feel better?
No, because probably I don't want to do the work to get there.
Then fucking sit there in your misery. Sorry, that was really harsh.
There's no solution.
Then I can't help you.
Yeah, exactly.
So then why are you complaining? Like you already knew coming to me that what the solution was. I gave you the solution. You didn't want to hear it, but you're going to sit there and still be miserable?
Yeah.
Then you wanted to be miserable. You didn't want to solve it.
That's the answer to the why. You want to be miserable if you're not willing to solutionize it.
Solutionize? My word. Solutionize. I know I make up a lot of fucking words, but that was great. But yeah, no, if like complaining.
So why do people do it? That was my answer. So what's your answer?
It should only be an executive, like it has an executive reason to complain is to get it outside of yourself and then find the solution to it.
So what if the complaint doesn't have a solution?
Move on. Find something else.
Just deal with it.
Just deal with it.
Yeah.
Like move on. Why are you sitting there being miserable? Does it feel nice to be miserable?
Well, no, and that's the thing. What about the things that are like, there is a solution, but it's like a long-term solution?
Fucking wait.
Like you have to do the work.
Wait. Do the work. And then you should be giving yourself a high five every little step of the way that you get it. I'm that much closer to it. I'm that much closer to it. Do you know how many things I have to do that? I mean, mind you, my shit is all frivolous. But you wait. And then when you get it, there's nobody there that can tell you that they did the work for you or that you cheated for it. It's mine. I got it.
Yeah.
But why am I going to sit there and be miserable and spend that much time and not get what I want at all?
Yeah.
It doesn't. complaining it has a purpose. Only worthwhile if you're going to do something about it. If you're just going to complain and try to make everybody miserable because you're friggin' miserable and you don't want to do something about it, like, I think you need to do some self-reflection on
Yeah.
that one, right? And if you're out there making your own problems, as do I, well, find a husband that'll put up with you and live your life beautifully.
What about like people who just like, do you have anybody who's like every time you see them there's a complaint? Like, it's not like,
That's such a silly question for me. Do you actually think I'd keep somebody around like that?
well, not necessarily keep around, but it's like, oh, you see this person at playgroup and then like you see them again. It's like, oh,
I avoid them like the plague.
Yeah.
No way, man.
But you just have this welcoming like aura that it's like,
which is crazy.
Talk to me and tell me your problems.
Do I actually? Because I honestly like, I don't know. I just thought I had a resting bitch face, but apparently I don't.
No, because like sometimes I'll be out with you and I'm like, do you know this person? Because they're just like, I now know this person, so
I know them because they're talking to you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just no. We touched on it a little bit about the energy of people and having the right energies around us.
Mm-hmm.
And for someone to be seeping out all the time, no. I protect that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm very like I can't be in a room filled with people.
Yeah.
It's not my thing.
Yeah, because then you got a lot of complaints. So what are some complaints that you think that are like you didn't make your own problem? Because I feel like on the higher percentage, it's more of like, yeah, you made this problem for yourself.
Like happenstance?
Sure.
That you didn't make your own problem.
Like a problem like, hey, I have no money because I went on this crazy trip for 2 weeks. That's a you problem. You made that problem. But what's a problem that's like a complaint? A problem that would be a complaint. That's something that's like completely you didn't.
Like it's warranted?
Yeah, warranted.
Still the same method. Go ahead, complain about it. Sit in it for a few minutes and then start to figure out how to assess it and move on. Like there's no other, like I truly honestly don't think there's any other reason for complaining. Anything outside of that, like methodical, like, okay, I want to feel it, I want to get it outside of me, because we all know that harboring feelings is the worst thing that you could possibly do for yourself, physically, mentally, all of it, right? So to speak it outside of us, like plop, let's assess it. But if you're just gonna sit there and just keep plopping it, like you're just making yourself heavy. Now you're just picking up the same shit. Why? So all of them, I think, like no matter how big or small, go ahead, complain. But then let's figure it out.
So to end this all, you get one session.
5 minutes.
I'll give you a whole session. But we're not topping more than half an hour. Adina's giving you 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes, Mom.
Let us know. Let us know what complaining does for you and how it helps or doesn't
Does
help.
it fulfill you to complain? Get away from me.
Join us on the next one for more valuable advice.